Whoa, we are rolling. Morris TV coming at you live. So I'm heading off to DC. I got a business engagement for the company I currently work for in DC. And as I've been thinking about what my fifth update should be, I think it should go something like this. I have no idea what's going to happen, quite honest with you, to be honest with you. Because I don't know what's going to happen, the outcome really isn't significant. What is significant is the opportunity or the action that it's going to take in order to be considered for the opportunity. Now, the opportunity that I'd like to be considered for, and the opportunity that I'd like to ask all of you to at least get the word out about, is that I'd like to be considered as a possible replacement for Michael Strahan on Live with Kelly and Michael. Now, the dynamic that has been shared with me, whoa, first technical difficulty, is dynamic. So first and foremost, I think that ABC is going to take the tactic that they need to go out and they need to find a superstar to replace a superstar. Michael Strahan is a superstar for two reasons. One, he's successful, he's on TV, he's on Fox. This dude's everywhere. He's written every single book that you can write about being happy, and he's killed it. He's got 9 million members on Twitter. But more importantly, what's more significant about Michael Strahan, he's a New York Giant. I'm a diehard Giants fan. That's the second biggest reason. So I'm calling out to all my Giant nations to load this up on Michael Strahan's Twitter account, blow this up on Live on Kelly and Michael's account, and let everybody know that Renick Morris would like to be considered as a possible replacement for Michael Strahan. Now, I know I gotta lose some weight. I'm prepared to do that. We can walk through that process together. But I want to share with you the reason why I want to do this. Obviously, it'd be great to have an opportunity to be on TV, but that's not the end result. So what I'm going to ask all you guys who would like to participate in this, and you don't have to if you don't want to set, whoa, this is a really bad idea. You don't want to do this. So what I'd like to ask everybody is to not set an expectation on what could happen or what might happen. The joy is in the journey, and the joy is in trying to figure out whether or not we can build enough momentum, whether or not we can make enough people upset that I actually communicate with Gelman, right? And have a conversation to be considered. I'm not asking for the job, I'm asking to be considered. So why is it important to do the actual journey in and of itself? Why is it important to take the risk? Well, why not? I mean, holy cow. I got my turn signal on. How incredible a story would it be if it actually worked out that way? Again, not having an expectation. Here's what I have, just in case if it doesn't work out. And most of you already know this. I have a loving wife. I have 3 kids. I have a great job that I do like. And you know what? It's about stretching yourself. It's about going for it. So in the process of doing this, I gotta ask you guys to take a stretch yourself. You know, put yourself out there. And let me share with you, this is going on 4 minutes already. I didn't want to make it this long. But let me share with you the reason for actually, what is it called? Getting out of my comfort zone. So most of you know, if you don't know by now, I'm a huge Giant fan. I grew up in Weston, Connecticut, listening to Pat Summerall and John Madden call Giants games. Pat Summerall is amazing. Pat Summerall had an opportunity to induct John Madden into one of the million Hall of Fames that he got inducted into. And I was watching this one day on YouTube, and what he said was so profound that it just shattered me and stopped me in my tracks. And I'll share that with you. And so what he was talking about with John Madden was, you know, John Madden was born to do what he did, right? Which was get on TV, be an analyst, and just be absolutely amazing. He was born to do that. We all know that, right? And so, how did you confirm that? Well, the question that Pat Summerall asked himself and the audience that was there, if you believe in this kind of stuff, and you may not to, you don't have to if you don't want to, but there's gonna come a time, assuming you believe in it, that you're gonna go up to, you're gonna go up to heaven, you're gonna meet St. Peter. St. Peter's gonna be at the pearly gates, and he's gonna ask you a simple question. The question is, when you walk up to the front gate, I imagine it kind of like, Grand Central Station where you gotta buy the tickets. Hey, buddy, Renick, I'm gonna ask you this question. If you don't answer it right, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's not gonna be good. Here's the question. What did you do with the gifts that I gave you? What did you do with the gifts I gave you? And as I soaked that in, I realized very quickly that I think that I'm destined to do something else. I don't know, maybe I'm not. Maybe I just sit back and just do my job and be whatever I want to be, or be doing that and be comfortable. But you know what? I think life is about taking risks. Life is about taking chances. Life is about stretching yourself. I have 100 different stories that, Gelman, I'll prep you to ask me when I'm sitting in your office, asking me whether or not I'm the right guy for this opportunity. And again, I may not be. This is about stretching yourself. This is about showing people that if you stretch yourself, things could happen. And the joy is in the journey. So last but not least, I got to make an impact quickly. And I don't know how to do it. So we're going to try this. But I think another good way to do it is growing up in Connecticut. Well, it doesn't matter if you're in Connecticut, but growing up and working in New York City, I mean, who's the one guy that can put some pressure on some people right away? It's my man, Howard Stern. So Howard, hi. I'd love to have an opportunity, it may or may not happen, to share with you the reasons why I think I'm a better fit to be on the Live and Renick show. That's what we're gonna call it. And at least be considered. You need to ask me questions, and the American public and your audience needs to know why I'm the right guy. I don't have the clout to do it right now, but someday I will. Or you know what? At least I want to try. Hashtag, get out of your comfort zone. Hashtag, hold on, don't crash. Hashtag, enjoy the journey.